Your cat walks into the room, looks at you for a few seconds, then quietly turns away again. Most people think nothing happened in that moment. But what if that tiny interaction was actually your cat, waiting for something they've needed their whole life? Many cats repeat the same quiet behaviors for years, while the meaning behind them stays unnoticed. Because nothing dramatic happens in the moment, people often assume there is nothing important to see. This video breaks down those subtle interactions in a simple and grounded way, based on behavior that appears in everyday situations. Sometimes a very ordinary moment can reveal a level of trust that cats do not give easily. And for some cats, these signs are reserved for only one human. 1. Vertical territory. Have you ever noticed your cat suddenly jumping onto a high place, then just watching everything in silence? It looks random at first, almost like they are just exploring the room. But what if that behavior is actually about safety rather than curiosity? In the wild, height means control. It means nothing can approach without being seen. Even in a home, this instinct never disappears. A cat without vertical space often stays alert in ways humans never notice. They are not relaxing even when they look calm. They are simply waiting in a place where they feel less vulnerable. And for many cats, this is the first invisible layer of trust they build with a home. 2. Slow blink. Most people think a cat slowly closing their eyes is just sleepiness or random behavior. But in reality, a slow blink is one of the clearest emotional signals they can give. It is not weakness, it is surrender in the safest possible form. When a cat slowly blinks at you, they are lowering their defense without fear. And if you return it gently, something subtle happens in their mind. They recognize you as non-threatening, almost like part of their safe space. Many owners miss this moment completely because it is so quiet. There's no sound, no movement, just a shared pause. Yet in that silence, trust is being exchanged in its purest form. 3. Eye contact misunderstanding. People often think a cat looking at them directly means interest or connection. But for cats, long eye contact can feel like pressure building in the air. In their natural instincts, staring is what predators do before action. So when your cat looks at you for a few seconds, then turns away, it is not rejection. It is regulation of comfort, a way to keep emotional distance safe. Many cats actually like you more than their behavior seems to show. They just avoid what feels too intense for their nervous system. This is why some of the deepest bonds look like avoidance from the outside. And in that small moment of looking away, they are choosing safety over tension while still staying close. 4. Feeding plus hunting instinct. A simple food bowl seems enough to keep a cat satisfied, but something important is missing in that routine. Cats are not designed just to eat. They are designed to work for food through movement and focus. In nature, every meal comes after stalking, chasing, and capturing. When this sequence disappears, a part of their mental energy has nowhere to go. So even well-fed cats can show restless or unpredictable behavior. It is not hunger in the body. It is hunger in instinct. When that instinct is gently reactivated through play, their behavior often becomes calmer. They start to feel more complete without changing their diet at all. Because for them, effort is part of emotional balance. 5. Tail language. You see your cat sitting still, but their tail is moving slightly behind them. It looks like nothing important at first glance, but that small movement is actually a constant emotional signal. A raised tail can show confidence. A flick can show irritation. A slow movement can show focus. Cats rarely use their voice for everything. They use their body instead. Most humans only notice big actions and miss these small signals completely. So misunderstandings happen even when the cat is clearly communicating. Their tail is not decoration. It is real-time emotion written in motion. And once you start noticing it, their silence suddenly becomes much louder than before. 6. Routine, stability. Have you ever changed something small in your daily routine, and your cat suddenly acted different without any obvious reason? It might look like they are being sensitive or unpredictable, but for cats, routine is not just habit, it is emotional safety. They do not understand time like humans do. They understand patterns, repetition, and what usually happens next. When those patterns stay the same, their body relaxes without effort. When something breaks, even slightly, they become cautious and quiet. It is not confusion, it is adjustment to uncertainty. And in that silence, you can often see how deeply they depend on consistency to feel safe in your presence. 7. Sitting beside you without expectation. Sometimes your cat simply sits near you without asking for anything at all. No touch, no sound, no request for attention. At first, it might feel like nothing special is happening, but for cats, distance is always a choice based on trust. They do not stay close unless your presence feels safe enough to share space with. This moment is not about interaction, it is about coexistence. Many cats spend a long time deciding if a human is truly safe to be near. And when they finally choose to just sit beside you, it is not random behavior. It is quiet proof that they no longer feel the need to protect themselves from you. These small behaviors were never meant to be dramatic. They were meant to be subtle, consistent, and real. Because for your cat, trust is not shown through big gestures, but through how long they choose to stay in your world. And that choice says more than words ever could. If this video gave you a new way to see your cat, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.